Hello my friends, I hope this video finds you well. I pulled another card and it's been a while since I've done one of these, but the timing is always exactly when it should be. I'm starting to realize that the pressure that I put on myself to do things in a particular way, in a particular timing, is all driven from here, and I'm trying to do work now that's more driven from here. And when I pull cards, when it feels right, the message is perfect. And so today's card is Mugwort, which is the High Priestess, and this is the Herb Crafter's Tarot that I've really been enjoying using. Oh, there it is, that's better. And so as a plant worker, as a herbalist, I don't use Mugwort often in clinic. Although it does have some really amazing medicinal benefits, especially in terms of women's reproductive cycles. I tend to use Mugwort more for spiritual purposes, for magical works, for those types of things. And I've always known Mugwort as a plant to help bring to surface dream work, helping to facilitate intuition, helping to bring forth visions. A lot of people will use it as an incense for astral travel or divine type works, and facilitating connection to source, whatever that may be for you, whatever that looks like for you. And it's really interesting that this card comes to the forefront now, because that's exactly what Mugwort is asking us to do, is to bring things to the surface, is to facilitate unearthing. And just as the leaves of this plant are bitter, very bitter, so too are the truths that must be unearthed. And with having just experienced the powerful sun of the solstice and the extremely revealing and powerful energies of this past strawberry moon, combined with Mugwort, there is nowhere for these shadows to hide anymore. And the protective mechanism that has kept humans alive for this long, the ego, okay? It protects us from these traumas. It protects us from our triggers. It protects us from our wounds and our pain. And it's going to tell you, don't go there. There's going to be this voice that says you must hide, recoil from the news that you keep hearing. But this is not what Mugwort is saying for us right now. In these moments, these shadows are being brought to the surface because it is their time to be revealed. And what I'm saying not only reflects what may be happening for you on a personal level. Are you feeling that there are these old wounds, these things that maybe you haven't thought of in decades, they're suddenly resurfacing and you're like, whoa, I thought I dealt with you. I thought I got that one off my plate, and here they come again. But that is simply a microcosm of what's happening on the earth right now. I mean, if you are Canadian like I am, you know that every day dark shadows of our country are being revealed. And Mugwort tells us that it is their time. It is their time to come to the surface. We can hide this no longer. And this is on a human level as well, like humanity level, as well as a personal human level. It is evident now, and I feel safe and comfortable saying it, we are going through what is known as the dark night of the soul. Collectively and individually, there are the nooks and crannies of our souls and our hearts and our histories, the dark corners and crevices that no one dared look. Well, they are under the light of Mugwort, the moon, and the sun. There is no hiding them anymore. And why now? Because it's time. It's time for them to be revealed. It's time for them to be healed, because we are ready. We're ready as individuals. We may doubt it. The ego may say you're not ready, but you are. You're ready to deal with it, and so is the world. Now, To deal with it means to walk through the pain. We must walk through the shadow. We can't simply bypass it, rush through it, or hurry through it. It doesn't really work that way, unfortunately. And fortunately, because like the story, recently I was watching something about the story of Adam and Eve. And it was always this idea that, like Eve took the apple, the forbidden fruit. But I do not believe, this is just my personal interpretation, of course, so take it or leave it. It's not that the fruit was forbidden. Is it perhaps that she did not earn the knowledge for herself? So we cannot simply zoom through these traumas. We have to move through them. We have to experience it. That's the whole point of it all, so that we can begin to heal it. So there is no quick fix. There's no quick yoink, take the apple and I have all the knowledge. And there's no rip the Band-Aid off and everything's fine. It's instead, okay, I see this now. So how do we move forward? How do we heal? And Mugwort tells us that, and the plant was, oh, sorry, there's a glare. It's very cloudy today, so I need lights on in the kitchen. Is very eager to facilitate this process. So if you have mugwort flower essence, for example, you can use it before sleep, before meditation, even if you just have a quiet contemplation practice that you do. You can smoke cleanse. I've got a really great video on YouTube about smoke cleansing. Mugwort is a wonderful plant that works well for smoke cleansing. And in fact, if you have similar lineage to me, Germanic, Scandinavian, Icelandic, that part of the world, mugwort was a favored plant. There's trendy ones like white sage and palo santo, but those don't come from my lineage. Those are being exploited. So why not use these herbs that grow in the wild like mugwort? So you can use incense and a smoke cleanse to help bring that to the surface that needs to be seen, that needs to be revealed, that needs to be healed right now. And the healing comes from acknowledging, from looking it right in the eye, from acknowledging what we see. Again, we cannot recoil from these shadows. They are there. They've always been there. That's the other thing too. They've always been there. It's just the light of what is happening in the world is revealing it all now. And we have to, I'm just looking at my notes so I don't forget anything, but the idea is that we have to look it straight in the eye and say, well, I am no longer going to allow this to control me. That is what mugwort teaches us, that I hold the steering wheel. I'm the one in control, and that I'm ready. I'm ready to deal with whatever is coming up right now. Coming up for humanity and coming up for you as an individual. It no longer serves your highest good. It is not for your highest potential. And so just as the external shadows of the world no longer hold humanity's highest potential, so do the shadows that come up for you individually. So let them crumble. And so I hope that the wisdom, more wisdom than I will ever have, I think, the wisdom of mugwort, and I love this, in the sleep pillow. I hope it helps. I hope it provides you with some guidance and some comfort to know that you are not alone in experiencing this. We are all going through this together, but that the time is right. So let them be seen, let them be acknowledged, and let them crumble. Much love to you all, my friends, and I'll see you on the next video.